Hi, I'm Craig, and welcome back to another on-the-road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Okay, what we have here today is a Hotpoint top mount refrigerator. The complaint is that it's not cooling. When I got here, the stuff in the freezer was all frozen, but I did notice that there is no air passing through the vents in the top or the bottom. You will need to have air circulation in order for the cold air to enter both units effectively, so today we're going to be replacing the evaporator fan motor. The tools you will need for this repair are a small flathead screwdriver, a 1/4 inch nut driver or drill bit, and a pair of needle nose pliers. The first thing you want to do after you take the shelves out is take off this top portion. Use a small screwdriver to pry it out. Now you'll have two 1/4 inch bolts holding in the top bracket. Remove those and set it aside. After you have these off, wow, this is kind of tough. If you push down on the bottom tab, there's a tab that kind of locks it in place. It's not usually so tough. Typically you can pull it up. You release that and you pull up, and you'll notice that there's small clips that go inside the inserts there that hold on your back bracket. Now what we'll need to do is take off the back panel. There are two 1/4 inch screws at each corner. Remove these. Now this one also has clips that hold it in, the metal in here. This one has already came off, but this one has not. So you will have to push up on that clip and flip to release it. Now we can start the repair on the fan motor. Now I recommend taking off your wiring harness after you move this out of the way. It's just clipped on right to the evaporator lines, and you just have a Molex connector. This controls the evaporator fan motor. You'll also have four 1/4 inch bolts that are holding in the bracket that holds the motor. Remove these, pull out on the assembly. Well, looks like there's a clip on the bottom. So this one does have a compression clip right here that holds the wiring harness in place. Use your needle nose pliers to pinch that, push it through to give it slack. You can flip it over. Now what you'll want to do is remove the ground strap, also a 1/4 inch screw. Get that out of the way. Now that you have the bracket removed, you will have to pull off on the fan. Sometimes it can be kind of stiff from sitting in there for quite a while. So pull that off. You'll see that underneath we have two 1/4 inch screws that's holding on the bracket that your fan motor is inside. Remove these screws. Pull out your fan motor. And we'll put in the new one. Now grab your old motor. You will have a plastic cover that goes across the bracket. Just pull off that top bracket. Set your old motor aside. Place the bracket back on the same way that came off the existing one. And push down on the plastic. This holds it secure against the fan. Feed your wire through. And on the back side, you'll notice that there is a circle coming out as well as a notch in the back of the last bracket. So you will have to guide it into that for it to sit properly. Line it up and put your 1/4 inch bolts back on. Motor's in place, your bracket is installed. Get the old fan blade. As long as it's not cracked, this one looks to be in good shape. Slide that back on. Do it about right in the middle, give it a turn, make sure it's not gonna scrape any plastic on the top or the bottom. This looks pretty good. Now you're ready to put it back on. Okay. Now reinstall your ground strap. I just kind of hand tighten that at first so I get a good secure connection. Torque it down. And make sure your wiring harness is feeding to the right side so you can plug it in to the Molex. Line it up and replace the 4 1/4 inches that you took out. Be careful to not push in too hard. This is plastic and these tabs are known to break with too much torque. Alright, the refrigerator is on, so now I'm going to test it out by plugging it in. Our fan is turning on, but it does have a little bit of noise. So we'll go ahead and unplug it and pull the fan forward just a tad bit. Sounds much better. Sometimes it's almost impossible to keep these from hitting it because it's almost the same exact size as it. So, you know, as close as you can get, as long as it's not really loud. It's nice to have a little bit of noise so that you know that the unit is on. After this, we can start to reinstall our back panel. Now slide your back panel back over. Make sure that it clips in right here. That's how you'll know that it's in line right. Replace the 2 1/4 inches and the corners. Once you have that installed correctly, you can put this back in. Once again, you notice how these will feed right into there. Simply push it in and push down to secure it. Now reinstall the top bracket. You'll notice that there are 4 ledges that sit directly on top of here. Simply put that on top, push it back, and re-secure the 2 1/4 inches that were feeding through the top. And it's popped back on. You can put in your top cover. Also a ledge and 2 clips on here. Feed in this back ledge first and then slide up. Clip that in place. We'll put on our back vent. This typically has 2 clips on it. One of the clips were actually broken, but it should hold in there perfect. There we go. Okay, that's held in. Just have the customer monitor it and this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.